Hey everyone. I would say welcome to week 7, but we're most of the way through it. Just to kind of explain for those of you who are not already aware, ETSU had a couple of days off at the beginning of this week. So Monday and Tuesday, the university was closed. And then I came back yesterday and was overwhelmed by emails, and I'm still a little backed up on those emails. So if you haven't heard back from me, that's why. But I will get to those very soon. I wanted to spend a couple minutes and talk to you about what we have going on this week. First things first, let's look at our content. So we are, let's see, week 8. No, we're week 7. Yes, we are week 7. So the biggest thing to notice this week is we're starting project 2, the breakfast assignment, right? Um, the thing to kind of recognize is that the discussion is directly tied to this. Basically, we're spending a lot of time talking about modeling this week, and so that means basically what you're going to do is if you get a chance to get some of the modeling done, you're going to share that in the discussion post. If not, talk about what you did do. Maybe you were just watching the videos. Maybe you were doing some research. Maybe you started a model. Even if it's not finished, go ahead and share it. Let's just talk about what you managed to get done this week. So the overview of this project is all written out here. Basically, we're going to create a scene very similar to what we're seeing here, right? Some of the elements to notice is the coffee cup, a couple of extra models in the background, including these little folded, let me loop this here, these little folded napkins, right? By default, you get the spoon, the bowl, and the cereal box, but the cereal box is not textured. So those are the models that you'll download from here. One of the things we're going to do is texture some of these objects. We're going to learn how to get this stuff to wrap around here and look the way we want it to. We're going to animate and rig and animate this spoon so we can get like a jumping in to the bowl, right? And then one of the last things we're going to do is we're going to simulate this cereal pouring out of the cereal box, right, and into this bowl. And then the last thing, light it, render it, and get a really nice looking render on here. And I'm really encouraging you all to use Arnold for this project, just so we can get some really nice renders. So all of that is sort of summed up in here. The other thing you'll notice is we have the rubric, which we can open a new tab here and see. The way this is graded is, again, that 5-point scale for each of these criteria. Modeling is 1, texture and lighting and rendering, serial simulation, spoon rigging and animation, and then the overall presentation. How did all that come together into a finished piece, right? So this isn't due until week 11. Like, we're week 7 right now. This is a pretty large project, right? If we look at our overall schedule, like, there's a lot we cover. So the fact that this week was cut a little short isn't really going to hurt us too bad, right? We still have some makeup time to where we can get those models done. If we look in the lessons this week, you'll see that that's primarily what I'm focusing on. It's in just different modeling techniques, right? Ways that you can create more complex modeling. And so these 2 videos, they're a little long, but it's a whole bunch of different modeling tools we haven't talked about in the past. And then I go through modeling a couple of individual objects. So we model a milk carton. We model a coffee cup. This one is a really good one. It's a little long again. And then I show you a little bit about NURBS modeling. NURBS is a little bit of a dated tool, but you're probably curious about what that is, and you'll see it inside of Maya. And we kind of talk about that and how it still can be useful in some ways. It's not as powerful and widely used as polygon modeling, but it is still a usable tool, and we talk about that a little bit. So all of that is in the video lessons. There's a lot of them, but again, it's all kind of on modeling and getting more of your content ready for your scene. So so if you fall a little bit behind this week, it's all right. We can try to catch up in the next few weeks too. Um, the thing I would say though is like you don't want to fall too far behind because the very last week is the serial simulation, and that one's a hard week. So I don't want you to be where am I at here? Trying to get back to the breakfast project here. I don't want you to be so far behind that this week where you're having to simulate the serial and render is going to be too difficult, right? Um, so um, again, the discussion this week is primarily just talking about where's it at modeling. There we go. Talking about the modeling that you've done, right? And so that's due tonight, but I can give you all till Friday as a little bit of an extension on that. And so I'm not going to look too closely on that. But I will say that people need to stay on top of the discussions. Some of the missed discussion grades are pulling some of y'all's grade down a little bit. You may have noticed I got Project 1 graded. You can review that in the grades section. You can see the rubric, and I left some comments in there for you to see where you can improve certain things. So you still have that option to make revisions on those. I will also say there were several projects that were just named Bridge or Bridge Render or Comp 1, and I just had no idea who that was, like who I was supposed to give the grade to for that. So I give zeros to some people and said, if that was your project, let me know. I just can't guess, right? And in the future, please rename them, or rename them in a way that I can understand it. So again, that and the discussion posts here are very important to keeping your grade up. You'll probably get your midterm grades pretty soon here, and you'll be able to see what what your overall grade is. But if you have any questions about it or how it was graded or want additional critique or feedback, let me know, and I'll be happy to kind of dive in deep on that. So again, I hope everybody's doing good. Wow, I didn't realize how big my video was in this. Hope I didn't scare you. I'm like, I hope everybody's doing well. Let me know if there's anything you need help with, and I will talk to you all very soon. So have a good one. Bye.